Hello, all. This is Niki. Welcome to Niki's Stories. Story and narration me. Illustrations Mum and me. Story 11 Asha and the Lake. Asha lived in the village on the banks of the lake. Her father was a tailor and mother made snacks and sold it to nearby shops. She had a younger brother, Dave. Asha loved the lake a lot. It was her best friend. She would wash, bathe, and play in its waters. Father and mother would get busy during festivals and when people from other lands came to stay at the hotels around the lake. The lake would be filled with houseboats during the holiday season. Click, click, the cameras would capture the birds, the trees, and the people. That year, very few visitors arrived, though it was way past the season. Ashwati misinformed the children of a disease that has spread across the world. Everyone was asked to wash hands, wear masks, and stay indoors. Slowly, the school was shut. All the shops and hotels closed. Asha and Dave were very scared. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months. Father and mother were very worried. Food was less and they hadn't been selling anything for a very long time. For the first time, Asha saw tears in her father's eyes. Asha could bear it no longer and ran to her favorite spot at the old tree. She looked at the water. The lake was as calm as always. Staring at the waters, Asha realized that the lake had become much cleaner. The water wasn't muddy at all, and there weren't any used bottles or plastic covers floating around. She walked further along the banks and to the old wooden bridge. Right ahead was the most beautiful sight Asha had ever seen. Hundreds of water lilies had bloomed. Asha had never seen so many water lilies. She ran back home and brought her father, mother, and Dave to see the spectacular sight. Nature is healing herself, whispered mother. Asha felt her parents regained their strength and looked merrier. Father sewed cloth masks and stacked them neatly. Every day, the family and many others in the village walked along the banks and visited the water lilies. Slowly, people from other lands started coming again. Father and mother also got busy again. But as time passed, slowly all the lilies faded away. The water became muddy again, and bottles, straws, and plastic covers started to appear in the water again. One evening, when Asha and Dave were playing on the banks, they noticed several plastic bottles and cups flowing in the water. The people in the boat threw another bottle into the water. Hey, stop! You can't do that! Shouted Asha. Why are you shouting at them? Don't we all do that? Asked Dave. Then we should all stop doing that, shouted back Asha angrily. The lake has already shown her what we need to do to take care of her. She showed us hope, she gave us everything. But look at us. We never learn our lessons, said Asha sadly. Come, she said and grabbed Dave's hand. I have a plan. Asha and Dave gathered more children, and very soon the parents also joined in. The lake is our mother. We need to ensure that we do everything possible to protect her. We need to form a group who will help clean the lake, remove all the waste, and dispose them off correctly, announced Asha. We need to also put up the signs around the lake to remind people not to litter, she continued. Appu sir, the headmaster, walked towards Asha and placed both his hands on her head in an act of blessing her. My dear child, we have all taken our lake for granted. You are right. It is time we stand up and protect our mother. Appu sir turned towards the crowd. But this is not something the children will be able to do on their own. We need to form teams with volunteers. It isn't just about cleaning, it is about making sure it stays clean, explained Appu sir. And we should stop using plastics, Ashwati Miss suggested, because they just end up in the lake and stay there forever. Instead, we can serve snacks and food in cloth or paper bags instead of the plastic ones, she added. Everyone agreed it was a good idea. The villagers divided into groups to tackle each part of the plan. Asha and her team of friends worked on cleaning up the damage caused in the past. They formed sub teams and volunteers collected all the trash piled on the lakes and the banks, sorted them, and disposed them correctly. Apu sir led the second team who worked on preparing hoardings, boards, and more importantly, trash collection units and arranging proper disposal. Ashwati Miss led the third team, a women's group who worked on making biodegradable plates, cups, and covers that would be safe for the environment. Within a few weeks of hard work, The village had become clean. The water began to appear clearer and the lilies started appearing again. Asha was praised by all for her efforts. The villagers even organized a felicitation for her. To acknowledge her contribution, the village named their campaign to protect the lake Pratyasha, meaning hope in Malayalam. I really hope that my story has inspired you all to also protect our forests, lakes, and rivers just like Asha did. The end.